And as promised, we are joined right now by the beautiful Kharlie Stone. Kharlie, how's your afternoon going so far?
Great, thank you. How's yours?
It is awesome. It is awesome. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really good to be with family again and go home and see everyone.
Gotcha. So I got to ask you, did you hit any of the Black Friday sales, or is that not your thing?
I hate Black Friday. It's too busy.
All right, okay. Well, first of all, we want to get right into it. We have a lot of fans that are excited to have you on. So I got to tell you, you look like the all-American homecoming queen, the sorority girl, so wholesome. How and when did the adult industry get on your radar? When did you start to think that might be something you might want to pursue?
I always joked about it, like when I was like 16 or whatever, 17, and me and my friend would always just joke about it and like whatever, just fun and games. And then when I was 19, I think I was 19, I got messaged on Instagram, and actually someone came and they were like, oh yeah, we want you for the adult industry. And I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds fun or whatever. I always joked about it, I might as well. And so I drove down to South Florida and got started in that, and I've been in it ever since. I actually got messaged when I was 18, but I was too scared to actually go down.
Gotcha. So are you sort of just a natural behind the camera, or in front of the camera? You are very, very photogenic. I looked at some of your pictures. I'm not just kissing your ass because you're on the show. You're absolutely beautiful. It seems like you're very comfortable. Had modeling been something you'd ever done before, or was this your first time?
I did a little bit when I was like 16, 17. I did a class or whatever for like 6-7 months, something like that, and then that just never went anywhere. I just stayed in school or whatever, and then porn came up, and so I took it.
Gotcha. How nervous were you when you show up to do your very, very first scene? You've never done this before. You have no idea what to expect. There's people standing around you with cameras and microphones and lights, producers and telling you what to do. How nerve-wracking was that the first time?
Oh my God, my first scene was terrible. Like, they had to cut so many times because like I was so proper with it. It was so funny, but it was okay. Like, it was good overall. Like, the sex was good, and like it turned out to be a really good scene. But like the first initial like interview part, they kept like stopping, and they just had to laugh at me for a while because I was just too proper.
So? What's that like? So when you get into the industry, I know there's a lot of competition. It's very, very competitive. There's beautiful girls coming in every week. So what do you do? Like when you're relatively new, do you just try and capitalize on your popularity and book as many scenes as you can right now, or while you're kind of strike while the iron is hot, or how are you selective? How often are you working? How many scenes are you doing right now?
Right now I'm not doing that many. I get a lot when I'm out in LA. Florida's a little bit more difficult because I shot a lot of scenes when I was down here originally. Last year for 4 months I was working like almost every day.
Wow. So
Florida's a little bit more difficult for me to work in because I've done I've done all the companies and most of the scenes that I can do.
Absolutely.
So, because there's different categories and all that. So, I get a lot of my work out in LA at this point, but I still do get some down here.
Gotcha. You feel comfortable and safe with the testing? That's not something that you spend a lot of time. You think that they have good procedures in place. That's not something that you stress out too much about?
Oh no, I'm always very, very comfortable. They make it really comfortable for me and very easy. Everyone's always so cool and just laid back, and that's one thing I love about the industry. Is everyone's just so laid back and they don't care. Like it's really a relaxed work environment.
Gotcha. I have to ask this. A lot of guys are emailing and asking this question. They wanted us to ask you, because you are so petite, does size matter to you? With you being petite the way you are, can a guy be too big where it's painful and uncomfortable?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you don't have a preferred like average, medium size. There's nothing. Is there?
I mean, I would prefer just like anywhere between 7 and 9.
Okay. Gotcha. What about girls?
But it's really like the thickness that gets you, honestly, being as tiny as I am.
Gotcha. What about girls? That's something you really get into? Do you have a preference on those? You had some hot girls.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. Those are a lot of fun for me. The days are a little bit longer, surprisingly, but they're a lot more. They're just a lot easier, even though the days are longer. They're a lot easier, and the girls are always really cool. I've never had a problem with a girl on set, so.
Gotcha, gotcha. What's it like now? I was mentioning in the intro that your social media, how popular you are, all the followers you have on social media. Is that kind of crazy for you having to deal with that, getting all these direct messages and people, following your every move? What's that like?
It can get a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I hit a certain amount on Twitter, like I post a new picture and just like kind of thank everybody. Instagram's not that bad. Instagram I only have like 4,000 something I think, but Twitter's my main base.
Gotcha, gotcha. Are people intimidated, like in your personal life, to try and get involved with you? Are they like guys? Are they scared to ask you out? Is that something that because of what you do, that's something that has been a roadblock for you at times?
That's actually something that like makes them want to like use me a little bit more. But I'm tied down and I'm very happy.
Gotcha, gotcha. We're visiting with Kharlie Stone. Just a few more quick questions for you, and I'll let you get out of here. Kharlie, what's that like, being young like that and having that money, the flash, the glamour of the lifestyle? I'm sure you've had some celebrities approach you or different things like that. When you're being young, how tempting is it not to just go on crazy shopping sprees or take wild vacations, things like that? How do you have to be disciplined when you have that kind of money coming in?
You have to be very disciplined. Otherwise, you're just going to be in a hole.
Okay. All right.
But, I mean, I still do what I want to do, and I still manage to keep everything else straight. Everything that I need to have done, I get done.
All right. How much longer do you see yourself being in the industry? Is it something you want to do for a while, or do you have your plans to move on after a certain point?
I'm really not sure. I'm in school right now for the medical field, so I'm I'm working towards that, and I'm gonna be in porn for as long as it takes for me to get my career.
All right, all right. Well, before you go, we have a segment called Rapid Fire. I just throw some quick topics out and get whatever comes to mind. So, what has been the hottest sexual experience of your life, whether that's on camera or off camera in your personal life?
Oh, probably off camera, actually, on Thanksgiving.
Okay. All right. The mainstream celebrity. You could do a sex scene with any mainstream celebrity, male or female. Who are you going to pick?
Ooh, male, Justin Bieber.
All right, all right. Got to ask you this one. This is a popular one all the time. Guys want to know, are you typically thongs or commando?
Thong.
All right. Your favorite city to visit?
Honestly, LA.
All right, and then the last one, tell us something crazy, weird, or unusual, or quirky about Kharlie Stone that we would never guess. You have any weird hobbies or superstitions, weird habits, anything like that?
I'm very spiritual, but I actually play piano. So a lot of people don't know that. I've been playing piano since I was 5.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, you have to promote yourself before you go. Let our viewers and fans know how they can find you on social media, what projects you have coming on, where we can look for you in the future.
My Twitter is Kharlie Stone XXX. My Instagram is just Kharlie Stone, and then my Snapchat is Kharlie Stone XXX.
Sounds good. Well, Kharlie, I appreciate your time. I'm glad you had a great Thanksgiving. Have a great Christmas as well. We're big fans of yours, and we are definitely going to be watching you in the future.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Kharlie Stone, cool girl, very, very energetic. We're fun, popular girl. Check her out. Check us out as well. Like I said, hit that subscribe button on YouTube right now. Keeping It Real with Jeff Richardson. You're going to see a lot of other fun, interesting interviews just like that. I got some great stuff coming your way. Not only do we have phone interviews, we do Skype interviews as well. So we're going to have a lot of those coming on as well. Check out Playboy Alyssa Arden. She's had a Skype interview with us a couple weeks ago. It has been very, very popular. Hit that. Ryan Stone. Check out Cindy Sarsfall. Her interview is crazy. She's wild, uncensored. You got to make sure you don't miss those. So anyway, that will do it for this episode. Positive people doing positive things. My Cowboys are still rocking. So what's up with all the haters? I'm not getting those Cowboy jokes that I used to get all the time. We're 10-1 in first place, and it looks like we might be headed to the Super Bowl. So you guys have been really, really quiet. And so I make sure I'm enjoying this right now. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. Have a good afternoon.